Right, about 10 months ago, I received the assignment to help Leslie Pilcher as in a program, it's not a program, it's a resource available to the communities to help put service opportunities together for those looking for community service together with those who need help. Anyway, I mentioned it when I had the great blessing to speak here in November. And Leslie is a great part of our community. I can tell you that she definitely has a servant's heart, and I hope one of these days her schedule will allow her to be a Rotarian. But without further ado, Leslie Pilcher.
I appreciate this opportunity to come and speak to you and present this resource for you. We'll go ahead and get started with it. This is a quote from Mother Teresa. If you can't feed 100 people, then feed just one. Next one. Those who are happiest are those who do the most for others. That's from Booker T. Washington, an African-American civil rights leader.
One's a little louder.
I'm not very loud spoken, sorry.
Speak into the mic a little more.
Okay, I'll put it in front of me.
John, are both those switches up? They are.
That helps a little too. Okay. Okay, so an open question to you. How has giving service in your community benefited you as an individual or as a club? Anybody offer any ideas for that?
I think that as individuals, it helps us, but as a club, it helps us when we get together.
Service
And
to
a service where we all get together is even better than a social.
Absolutely.
We're working together.
Working together builds bridges and relationships. Absolutely. How do you learn as a club or as an individual? How do you learn of ways to care for those in need and improve the quality of life in your community? How do you find service projects to work on?
Lots of times word of mouth.
Just word of mouth? And that's probably the way most people would. How do you match your availability to the needs of the community? That's another challenge that we all face when we're looking for ways to serve. I'll show you a quick video. This is an introduction video for justserve.org.
Opportunities for service are everywhere. You just need to know where to look. We now have a free community resource sponsored by the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints to help you connect with others in need. It's called Just Serve. This is how Just Serve works. Faith, nonprofit, and community organizations submit their needs on justserve.org, including how long the service will take, when and where it will happen, what skills are needed, and what ages it may be appropriate for. Then you match your situation to their needs. Do you want to serve in the community, but you only have an hour and a half on Thursday? Go to justserve.org and the site will show you projects that match your availability. Want to find ways for your family to serve together? Looking for a simple way to recommend service projects, reach out to volunteers, or build friendships and unity in the community? Go to justserve.org. Getting involved helps people in need and provides opportunities for you to serve side by side with others in the community. So let's start with our communities and just serve.
Okay, so justserve.org is a free community service resource. Participating organizations visit the website and they post their service needs, and then volunteers visit the website and they locate the service opportunities. It's as simple as that. We put our information out there and they find it. JustServe.org absolutely does not track its users. It's a free software tool that's available to everyone. It is in itself a service project. All administrators and facilitators are themselves volunteers. So your personal information as you sign up will not be used for or by the church. You will not receive a knock at your door from two handsome missionaries. Just Serve just makes it easy for the community to find community needs. Faith, like the video said, the faith, nonprofit, community, and government organizations post their needs on Just Serve, including how long the service project will take, when and where it'll happen, what skills are needed, and what ages it'll be appropriate for. This allows the volunteers to match their availability with community needs. It gives us an opportunity to have more meaningful service. Just Serve helps volunteers to thoughtfully select service opportunities that align with their interests, skills, and availability. JustServe.org helps build unity in the community through service, just like we mentioned before. It helps us to build lasting relationships. Getting involved not only improves our communities, but serving side by side helps build trust, friendships, and lasting relationships. It's very easy to post projects. It's easy for the organizations to recommend a project they need help with on justserve.org. All you do is click the Submit a Project button at the bottom of the screen on the home page and follow the instructions. One of the main purposes of justserve.org is to make it easy. They've gone to great lengths to make sure it's easy to submit your opportunities. Something to consider when you're thinking of submitting a project, if you're wanting to submit one as an organization, is it cannot involve fundraising. Now, there are fundraising opportunities on Just Serve, but the volunteers should not be directly involved with the money. So you might be having a fund run or a cancer treatment fundraiser. If any kind of fundraising they do, the volunteers, we can list it on there and the volunteers could help hand out water, they could help set up and break down the event. They're just not supposed to handle the money. And it cannot have a political focus. It should be for benefiting our community and the members of our community, not for politics. And it cannot be a for-profit oriented event. There are some businesses on there. There is a business, I think Bowden Floral has a listing on there right now. It is not to receive volunteers for Bowden Floral, it was for the hurricane relief. So Bowden Floral was sponsoring that to accept donations. So it was not a for-profit project, but it was hosted by a for-profit business. So it may seem a little confusing, but as you get into it, it'll make a little more sense to you. Just Serve is specifically not a proselytizing tool. Although the purpose of Just Serve is to serve as the Savior did, for the simple purpose of serving, it's not to be used as a religious platform. So it's not for recruiting or anything like that for religious organizations or even for religious events. The submitted projects will be reviewed and approved by a committee, and then they'll be made visible to the volunteers. Submitting a project on justserve.org does not guarantee that volunteers will sign up for your project, but it gets your information out there. And as the volunteers search for things to do, that information is available to them where they can find you to help you. As you sign on to justserve.org's website, you will see the opportunity to create an account, or you can sign on through Facebook. When you sign on through Facebook, it helps you to put your information out there that you're serving. Anytime you serve on a project, you can share that experience on Facebook through Just Serve. It'll connect with that for you. So serving together brings feelings of accomplishment and satisfaction. Inviting others to participate with you in serving helps others. Inviting others to participate with you in serving others helps strengthen the community. So as you're serving and you put your information out there that you're serving, you may inspire somebody else to serve also. Okay, I just mentioned that you can sign up through Facebook and others may be inspired to join in. There's also an app available for justserve.org, and it can be downloaded at the App Store or on Google Play. I will show you a quick, this is the actual website. As you sign on, you can enter your zip code right here and click search. And it'll show you all of the service opportunities. You can specify this is for 10 miles, you can see it very good, for 10-mile radius around Gilmer. And these are some of the businesses and organizations that have postings on Just Serve already. And as you click on one, it'll show you the name of the organization, the hours that are available for volunteers, their address. You can click on one of these icons and share that you're planning to serve there, or you can just share that this is available. It won't necessarily on Facebook, it wouldn't necessarily say that Wesley Pilcher is going to go serve. It would just say that this opportunity is available, so you can share the opportunity on Facebook or Twitter. It gives you details about the sponsoring organization. It gives a connect to their website and a description of the type of service that they need. It also will give you a point of contact, who to call if you want to volunteer, and how to contact them. And then it gives you a brief synopsis of their organization. This is the Upshur County Museum. On April 8, 1992, the Historic Upshur Museum was incorporated by the state of Texas as an educational nonprofit corporation. We have since been in operation working to help improve our community with a little history of how it came to be and how it reached its present atmosphere. Sorry, I had glare. Okay, so as you click volunteer, it will send that organization an email and tell them that they got to volunteer. So basically, this is going to streamline the process for you. When they receive this email that they got to volunteer, say they needed to change a date or change a service, a part of their service project, they can go through and it'll show them all the people that are going to volunteer for them. They can one click and send all of those people information of a change or an update to any kind of event that they may have. Like I said, it streamlines the process for them and creates that communication for everybody. All right, and in order to add or submit a project, you just go to the bottom of the page. Right here it says submit a project. When you click on that, it'll give you a brief description of the guidelines for the projects. And then as you read through them and you find that your project is suitable for this type of site, you click that you understand it, and it'll walk you through adding the information. There are 5 steps. You add your information, you add the organization's information, you have your project information, the timing, and then it'll let you see how it's going to look before it's posted, and you can approve it and submit it. Okay. said, this process, it just streamlines the process for you. It creates opportunities for us to serve side by side with members of our community of all different faiths, of all different walks of life. It helps us to build bridges of trust and understanding with each other. It opens doors and builds relationships for our community. Does anybody have any questions? Yes.
I can think of two pretty disparate groups. Students who are always needing community service hours for honor society or different clubs that they're in, and people on probation who also need community service hours to satisfy a requirement of the state. Are you doing anything to make awareness for high school counselors and probation officers for a website like this?
Present to anybody who's interested, absolutely. That it's available, like I said, it's available to everybody, and the more people know about it, the better it'll become.
Some idea of how many people are, surely you do track how many people sign up through the website?
We do not track, I can't tell you how many people are signed up, have an account. It doesn't give me that information, it doesn't track that. The only tracking that it's going to do is for the project administrator, how many people that are clicking on their project. So I can't tell you, there may be a higher up administrator from me that can see that stuff, but I can't see it.
Well, then let's ask it a different way. These various organizations that post a project that they need help on, are you getting positive feedback from them that they are getting help through this website?
I have, we used it recently over the summer for Gilmer High School when they were trying to feed the athletes between the 2 days. And I talked to Amy Ward, she said that she did have a really good response from it. She was really excited about it, and she also would like to see us present it to the high school. Any other questions? And like I said, the more people know about it, the more it'll be used and the better it'll become. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm interested in just like how big is just served, like Upshur County or Texas
It's national.
okay, so it's national.
That's why you put in your zip code. It actually began in San Diego, California.
Okay.
And it is actually, their city has adopted this as their service platform for the city of San Diego. It rolled out in 4 states. As after San Diego adopted it and it became more successful, it rolled out into 4 states. Texas was one of the pilot programs for it. And it's been 5 years now that it's been in Texas. We're just now kind of getting it going in Gilmer, so it's new, but the more we use it, the better it'll be. Any other questions? This is something that I really believe in. It's a wonderful tool, and it will build bridges, and it'll help us to become part of the solution. And that's, this service is what it's all about. It's how we're going to build these bridges and make our communities and our country better. All right.
Thank you, Elizabeth.